Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
It's as if Facebook and those of us signed up for Facebook can't catch a break. Earlier today, the company reported that upwards of 50 million users may have been compromised by cyber attackers.
In the past, Facebook spent millions to beef up its cybersecurity after the Cambridge Analytica scandal, yet it still wasn't enough to prevent cyber attackers. So what's the best alternative? Some think they should delete the app altogether. Valley News Team's Joseph Ojo has more.
Another breach for the social media giant Facebook. This after early Friday, the company announced that 50 million user accounts may have been compromised by cyber attackers. The company even invested millions on cybersecurity after their last attack, leaving many to think that how does a company this large that doubled their security still fall victim to a breach? One person I talked with at the local mall said he thinks that the Facebook breach could have affected him. He tells us that he linked a debit card to Facebook and later saw purchases that he did not make on his statement. Others described being logged out of their accounts for reasons still unknown to them. The latest breach even has some wondering if they should do away with the media platform. If you decide to continue using Facebook, here is what experts say can help you in the event of another breach.
You want to log out all activity, and then you also want to change your password, and then you also want to clear your browser, cookies, and cache, and then if possible, set up two-way authentication.
In Fargo, Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live.
Facebook says if you are affected by the breach, you'll get a notification in your news feed. And if Facebook logged you out of your account, you will now have to sign back in and sign into any apps that use the Facebook login. If you're having trouble or can't remember your password, you can visit the Facebook Help Center.
William Hain will be sentenced to prison, but it won't be on a charge relating to a murder of Savannah Greywind. Today, a jury found him not guilty. Hain and Brooke Cruz were charged with conspiring to murder the pregnant 22-year-old in August of last year. Cruz pleaded guilty to her charge and was sentenced to life in prison. Hain has already admitted to conspiring to commit kidnapping and lying to police. He could get 21 years in prison if he gets the maximum sentences. Attempts to get reaction from the Greywind family after the court proceedings today were unsuccessful. They were in the courtroom wearing red in honor of Savannah. Stick with Valley News Live for updates on William Hain's sentencing.
It has been brisk out there today, but it is about to get cold. Hutch joins us with more about a freeze warning. Hutch?
Yeah, it's already freezing in many areas across the valley. The few showers of snow north of the Arrowhead of Minnesota and some clouds in the central part of the Dakotas moving our way. Right now it is 25 degrees already in Grand Forks, 32 Detroit Lakes. And we are still cooling. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast now. From the west, we'll see those clouds pushing in with a few showers by daybreak, and the clouds will actually allow us to warm up just a bit after lows in the low 30s. So remember to protect those tender plants outside. That freeze warning lasts in the morning. It looks brisk this weekend. I'll have details of what you can expect throughout Saturday and through Sunday as well here in a minute.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
3 people were arrested in Becker County drug bust. 34-year-old Jesse Johnson of Lake Park, 22-year-old Kayla Connell of Phoenix, and 26-year-old Stacia Coonrad of Fergus Falls were the 3 individuals arrested earlier this week. The 3 were charged with first-degree sale of a controlled substance. 31 grams of meth were seized.
You're driving at night in a dark, deserted area when you see blue lights flashing behind you and you think it's the police. One whistleblower recently told us that happened to her here in Fargo, but the lights turned out to be from someone's phone app. We spoke with West Fargo Assistant Police Chief Jerry Boyer, who tells us you should be able to distinguish real police lights from fake ones.
The vast majority of our squad cars are very well lit. It is not going to be just some small phone app with little lights going on the dash or something that obviously looks like it's being handheld.
Boyer also says North Dakota police lights will always be blue and red, so if it's a car with just blue lights, it's not a police car. Boyer adds, if you're in a scary situation and you're not sure who's pulling you over, call 911 and check with dispatch.
Bail has been set at $750,000 for a man accused of killing his father. 34-year-old Christopher Riley is charged with murder. Investigators say he killed Kevin Riley Sr. in a South Fargo apartment last week. Fargo police arrested Riley sitting in his pickup at Lindenwood Park late last night.
A Dunseith man was arrested after leading Grand Forks police on a chase that ended with a crash. It happened before 1 this morning. Police say 20-year-old Holden Myers refused to stop when officers tried to pull him over. He drove out of the city on his motorcycle, lost control, and took off running before he was arrested. He was hurt in the crash, but we're told he's expected to be okay. He is facing multiple charges.
You don't have to buy certain foods, certain drinks. You just have a period of time that you're eating and a period of time that you're not eating, and that's it.
Real weight loss results in an easy-to-follow plan. It sounds too good to be true, but that's the hype behind the newest dieting trend called intermittent fasting.
So is it as effective or healthy as promised? Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall talks with some experts to find out.
The weight loss was mostly fat. I went from about 265 down to 230. Saw all my lifts go up in weight, and as a guy, we want to feel strong and powerful. So I felt that. I definitely felt that.
Brendan Grubb first heard about intermittent fasting from a friend. That's where you stop taking in calories over certain periods of time. Every day, Grubb ate from noon to 8 p.m. and relied on water to get him through the rest of the day.
I was really just feeding off of the foods that I was putting in my body. And the way that my body was reacting to the diet itself allowed me to just get through the day and see the results that I wanted to see.
After a few weeks, he started seeing changes. Now, he recommends intermittent fasting to anyone who's looking to lose weight without making major changes to their lifestyle. But experts aren't so sure.
The results to date have been kind of mixed. So some people have seen better weight loss using this pattern and some people didn't.
When it comes to improving your overall health, though, Bartholomew says it's a great plan for almost anyone, and it comes with a ton of benefits.
We will have less insulin resistance, which is one thing that can lead to the development of diabetes. You'll have better lipids, so cardiovascular disease risk might be less. It also seems to have a positive benefit on people that have inflammatory issues or inflammation at the cellular level.
Restricting your eating at night can also lead to more restful sleep patterns, improved gut function, and less inflammation. So while there may be some disagreement as to intermittent fasting's weight loss success, everyone agrees this fad might be worth trying.
Even some of the shorter studies have seen metabolic benefits, so benefits in blood sugar and some of those parameters right away.
It worked out great, and I definitely advise it for anybody and everybody that's wanting to lose a little bit more weight, but have something easy to follow.
In Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
Health experts say there are not a lot of risks associated with intermittent fasting, but they do recommend talking with your doctor before starting any diet plan, especially to see how it could interact with your medications. Intermittent fasting also is not a free pass to eat whatever you like. Experts say calories still count, so try to avoid excess sugars and fats.
Later on Valley News Live at 10, when it comes to students, why it's so important to diagnose a concussion.
And presently, we have a serious lack of thermal energy across the valley, a freeze warning for the entire area, and some could see some morning flakes. Hey, this weekend, why not get out and catch the fall colors across Minnesota? Your forecast is next.